Frequently asked questions about infinite banking and the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy. Is a coach required for success with infinite banking? Brought to you by SCFSIC.
Aloha, I'm Amanda Cox, Senior Strategist with SC Finance Strategies and Insurance Consultants, Hawaii's premier infinite banking, tax-free cash growth warehouse coaches. Here's the thing about infinite banking. Most people have never even heard about it. Even today, while the basics of the strategy has been in use for nearly 200 years, and Nelson Nash coined the term infinite banking in the early 1990s, it's still basically a secret strategy. So, to the question, does infinite banking success require a coach? I would say, at least to be introduced to the concept, yes. And then it is certainly an advantage to work with a coach who is really familiar with the strategy and uses it themselves. Unfortunately, there are some scrupulous agents who will claim to know infinite banking if you bring it up and ask about it, but who really don't know anything about it except the name. I know this is the case because I've met some. For example, some agents who sell Universal Life will claim that Universal Life products are perfectly suited for infinite banking, when that is not the case at all. A guy I was introduced to some time ago who was recruiting agents for his agency, when I told him I specialize in infinite banking, tried to convince me that Universal products were just as good as whole life for use with the strategy. Not so. It's true that Universal products are considered cash value products, but because of the fact that Universal products are built on a term chassis, already makes them inferior. Add to that the fact that they are restricted in their own design options and simply cannot be optimized for infinite banking, and their costs and fees continue to mount, really makes Universal products useless for infinite banking. My point is that really, unless you just accidentally happen upon something or someone who is speaking about infinite banking, you most likely will never learn about it. So, it pretty much does require someone who actually knows about infinite banking to introduce you to it. And I definitely and strongly suggest that you work with a qualified expert on infinite banking, at least to educate you on the possibilities and to get your account properly designed and set up. And it is helpful to have an expert coach to guide you even as you begin to practice the strategy. As we emphasize in most of our teaching books and videos, the design of the account and the provider company are critical for optimizing an account for use of the strategy. Now, if you already have a whole life account with some cash value built up, it's possible to practice infinite banking with what you have. But it is likely that a far better designed account could be created for you, and your account exchanged for the better design. For all these reasons, it is a good idea to work with a qualified infinite banking expert, at least to get going with it. There are a number of good books about infinite banking available, and a person who is determined and willing to do the research and study and has a measure of self-control may very well be successful with practicing infinite banking without a coach. But again, it really is important to work with an infinite banking specialist to design and get your account set up. That is simply not something just anyone can do. We have a lot of videos addressing many of the most frequently asked questions about infinite banking and the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy here on our YouTube channel. This is a free resource for you, so take advantage of it and watch the videos. Subscribe to it and bookmark our channel so it's easy for you to come back to. And don't hesitate to post your questions and comments or experiences here. We will reply. Also, if you would like our help, even if it's just to determine if Infinite Banking TFCGW is a good fit for you, email us with your contact information and we'll get back to you to set up a time to talk on the phone. Our email address is listed here in the description box below. We look forward to hearing from you and know we're here to help.